is up, everybody? Welcome to the Dream Huge podcast hosted by myself tonight, Pete Peterson. Folks, we don't always talk real estate. We love talking with other movers, shakers, influencers, entrepreneurs, other huge dreamers all across the world. And today we have my good friend Danny Mignall, all the way from Dallas, Texas. How you doing, Danny?
Hey, great to be here. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, good to see you, buddy. We are going to be talking about Danny and his new venture, Lightning Rod Energy Shots by Throttle Burst. So let's jump right into it, Danny. Tell me a
Yeah,
little bit about Throttle Burst, how that came about, and what it is that you do at Throttle Burst.
yeah, right on. So Throttle Burst is our company name, and our product is actually our Lightning Rod Energy Shot. And it's kind of an interesting story. Um, this is derived from about 5 years of use, and this was actually my own pre-workout mix that I was making for myself back 5 years ago. So it came out of necessity because I was intermittent fasting and I needed something. I was working out while I was fasting, and I needed something to energize me during those workouts. And this is how I developed Lightning Rod as we know it today. So that's where it all started about. And again, I've been using it 5 years. And my son asked me for some back about maybe 13 months ago, and he said, "Dad, this stuff really works. Why don't you market it?" And so that's where it all began. That's where it all began, and everything just started rolling from there. And I said, "Okay," and that's how it all began. So yeah, that's the genesis of Throttle Burst and the Lightning Rod Energy Shot.
It's amazing. So many folks out there have those ideas in their mind, or hey, you should do this, you should do that. This is something that you love or you're passionate about. You should package it and sell it. So kudos to you for actually taking action and finding kind of a hole in the marketplace, I would say, because like you found a need for this because you found yourself going to the shelf for pre-workout or going to the internet or wherever you order your pre-workout from, and nothing was quite tailored to you or quite satisfying to you. So you said, I'm going to make my own recipe. The light bulb went off. We should package this and sell it. And you took action on it, and that's what this podcast is all about. Is helping to motivate and inspire others. So if you are thinking of something, folks, take action on it and try it and get it up and running. What do you have to lose? But tell us a little bit about why you found a hole in the marketplace and what made your recipe work for you.
Yeah, sure. So the interesting thing about the product Lightning Rod is it basically has three elements, and one of it's an energy piece, one of it is a hydration piece, and one of it is a focus piece. So it's just not your average pre-workout powder or mix that amps you up and get your heart rate up there, and it's an enormous amount of caffeine, and you go to the gym and you get nervous and jitters and all this. It's not that, because I'm not into that. So it's got these three pillars that powers it, and that makes it different than what's out there. And the other thing is that it's also got a proprietary blend of theacrine, and theacrine is an amazing alkaloid that has a synergistic effect with caffeine. And with that said, those two together in certain ratios gives you sustained energy throughout the day, not just the energy that caffeine gives you, which is generally 5 hour half life for caffeine, and then you start getting that crash. So it's got a lot of uniqueness with the product, but it also can be applied in many different ways. It can be a pre-workout. It can be just to get you through the day type of thing. I use it for meetings. When I'm going to be in an all-day meeting, I use it for meetings. It can be used for if you just want to focus. My son is an editor, and he edits 16, 17 hours at a time. And he'll take this just to focus. He's dialed in on editing. So it's not just this. It's many things that can be used for many other things, studying and things of that nature. So that's that's the niche that we found. That it's not just, hey, we're going to hit this channel. It's broad, and it affects everybody the same way. We've had 30 beta testers on this product over several months, and everybody has the same consistent feedback. It's just consistent, and it's, hey, it's clean, smooth energy. I had energy all day. I wasn't off the walls. My focus was intense. My workout was great. I got a great pump out of it. So it's all been consistent, which is great. And I already knew that because I've been using it for 5 years. So I
You're the
already know.
guinea pig, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, tell me something I don't know, right? But it just validates the product. So that's kind of the niche we have in the proprietary blend is the key, that you don't get the jitters that caffeine gets you, you don't get the nervousness, and you don't get that caffeine or energy crash because of a proprietary blend, which is very unique, and that's really cool.
Yeah, and I can attest to that as well. No jitters, no crash, nice steady flow of focus and energy. And I handed out these. I bought a case of this, and I've been handing it out to everybody, and I've been getting awesome feedback as well. My one buddy said, "I'm ordering myself a case because I went home after work and I got all kinds of stuff done at home after work." Even okay, so and that was after taking it at noon at work, get you through the afternoon slump, and then you go home and tackle that honeydew list on top of that. And he said he was just kicking ass. So
Yeah,
I absolutely love to hear it.
right on. And to add to that, my wife will, I'll be doing stuff in the evening and she'll say, listen, did you take your drink today? Did you take your shot today? I say, yeah, I did around 12 o'clock. She goes, I knew it. And just because I'm doing stuff, it's not I'm off the wall. I just got this nice, I feel good. I get this energy and I want to do something and
Yeah.
I'll work on this. So it's, it's exactly what you said. So I didn't put those words in your mouth. That's actual experience from you taking it and hearing it from the people that you shared it with, which is great. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Plus, it helps keep you in amazing shape, as I can see. Now, are you going to take your shirt off for us for the podcast or no?
The shirt hides a lot of things.
Show those muscles, Mr. Texas, baby. How old are
Yeah.
you, Danny?
I will be 60 in July.
I got to say, man, you are in amazing shape for a 60-year-old. Age is just a number when you take care of yourself. And
Absolutely.
you are a testament to that, man. And it's just a testament to you and your hard work and focus and um, just everything that you do. Yeah,
I
we
appreciate
can tell.
that.
Yeah, you continue to motivate and inspire, not only through the brand and through the shot, but by your actions and how you live as well.
Well,
So
thank
love that. So back to the shot. So what I like it, and you touched on it, the three pillars. I think you said, if I have this right, energy, hydration, and focus.
Correct.
um and the energy and focus I get, and those are in all the pre-workouts, those are in all the 5 hour energies. But what I like is that hydration piece, because I think that's really added benefit for me. And is that strictly because there's more, like it's twice the size of a 5 hour, or is that from the is it called teacrine?
Yeah, it's technically called theacrine, but the
Teacrine.
the actual patented name for it is teacrine. That's their brand.
Okay.
Yep.
So does the hydration piece come from some of that, or how does that work?
No, when I say the hydration piece, so it's got a really nice blend of. It's almost like a Pedialyte. So it's got your potassium, your magnesium, your sodium, and your calcium. So it has that mix, which is what you need for hydration, right? You still would drink your normal amounts of water, preferably water, right, to hydrate yourself. That
Gotcha.
doesn't, but it doesn't have the sprinkle of this or the splash of that. It's actually got an amount that's beneficial for you, which leads me to this here is everything that's in there. There's no artificial colors. There's no artificial flavors. There's no fillers. Every component in there is in there because I put it in there because I wanted to benefit from it for my workout. So there's no fluff. There's no, hey, I got a pinch of this. I got some B12, but it's a little of that. It's not that. It's actual amounts that actually have a benefit. And that's what you'll find in here, not just because I want to market it and I want to put all these things in there, but they're just pinches that do nothing. That's not me. this is the real deal. This is what I take. This is what the benefits I got, and it's proven. And that's what I'm marketing. And you're in a testament to that as well because you've taken it.
Yeah, like functional ingredients, right? It's essentially like going out there and eating whole foods. Eat stuff that is good as whole foods for you. Not processed foods.
And let
Stuff
me add, it's gluten free, it's vegan
gluten
friendly, it's
free,
keto
vegan.
friendly. There's zero sugars. There's zero carbs. There's only 25 calories. The cool thing with this is it's an on demand energy workout, whatever shot that you take it and 20 minutes later, and this is how I take it. I work out on an empty stomach. I'll take it, and in 15 or 20 minutes, I feel a little bit of the flush in my cheeks and I hit the gym. I'm ready to go.
Yes.
So I know it's timed nutrition, it's timed energy rather than drinking a 12-ounce or a 16-ounce can of something else, another
Mhm.
product. And it's a big can. I can't work out after I drink 16 ounces. I don't know who can. And then a lot of that stuff isn't real healthy for you either because it's got other ingredients in there. So this is cool because it's just on demand. You take that shot. It gives you what you need when you need it, and boom, it's done. You can carry it with you. You can put it in your pocket. You don't have to mix it with the powder and water and all that other mess. Put it in your gym bag or put it in your work bag, whatever, and boom, 3 ounces, it's down and you're ready to go.
That's why I love it because you don't have to roll around with like a trying to chill your can of C4 or your can of Bang Energy. Like how am I going to keep this chilled all day in my backpack? Don't need to worry about that. Or coffee, for God's sakes. It's like coffee. Not only do you have to like grind the beans and wait in line at the Starbucks, and it turns your teeth brown and
Yep.
everything else. The process of just having and making coffee is like a job in itself
Yep.
compared to this. And this can really change the game, I think, or add to the game, which is kind of already changing towards this. Um, so tell me a little bit about like the business model. We want to dive into your brand, and where that's going, and also like future distribution possibilities and what that looks like. So let's talk about the Throttle Burst brand, different marketing ideas you're using with Throttle Burst, and what that looks like.
Yeah, sure. So we've started in the grassroots and very organically, and we wanted to build a solid foundation in the grassroots with our product. Um, we didn't want to go the traditional route of all this marketing and throwing a lot of marketing dollars at it and doing it this way. So what we've done is I think we partnered right now with 10 supercross riders, pro supercross riders, that they have been using it for quite a bit. They were some of our beta testers, and they all love it. And they use it for practices. They use it for their ride. The nice thing about their ride, if you know anything about supercross, those guys cannot be on the line ready to go with an elevated heart rate. They monitor what their heart rate is. They got to be in a nice, smooth, calm spot for the race, not all jittery and all this stuff. And that's one of the benefits of here. They don't get that. And it's just a smooth ride for them. They get the energy they need. It's a 20-minute heat that they're out there running. And they usually have two 20-minute heats, and there's usually a qualifier. So they're out there for quite a bit of time, and they all just love the energy that it gives them and the focus. The focus is intense, and um, so anyway, the model is this: we utilize those guys, we partner with them, and for that, they go ahead. They're our sales force, part of our sales force. They go ahead and we give them an opportunity to revenue share with us. So they make sales through their platforms. With those sales through their platforms, I revenue share with them on a monthly basis, which is great because it gives these are privateers, they call them. They're not factory sponsored riders that get all this money. These
Mhm.
guys fund their own programs. So we help them, we help each other. We help them have another revenue stream with a product they believe in and they use, which is great. That's the primary thing. And let me say that um, we have been approached by some people, and unless they believe in the product, we do not partner with them. Just for them to sell it, that's not the game. The game is you need to try it, you need to experience it. If you believe in the benefit, you feel the benefit, then we can partner up with you and we go down that path, which is really, really good. So that's what the model we're using right now, and it's working very, very well. And so we have Supercross and we have Pro Motocross. So that pretty much goes 9 months out of the year. That's our I guess our sales force right now, our army of sales force, if you will. And
Well, that
then
makes sense because that's where the name Throttle Burst derives from. Is
right,
the motocross riders?
yes, yes, that's correct. So throttle burst derived from my son and I. That's what we were doing. He's a videographer, and he's my partner. He's a videographer, and he videos all these riders when they race wherever they are, whatever weekend they're racing. It could be California, it could be anywhere in the country, and he's got that partnership with them, and he's creating the video content for them and helping with their platforms and help building their revenue streams up. So that's kind of where this came from, was throttle burst from Supercross racing, and we then went into the lightning rod energy shot from there, and that's where it all came together. So yeah, that's where throttle burst comes from.
See, us hillbillies up here in Ohio call that whiskey throttle.
I know what whiskey throttle is. Whiskey throttle is when you go down because you miss the jump and you land hard, and that throttle goes down and that bike goes up.
Yeah, that's a different drink. That's a different type of energy shot.
Yeah, yeah, no, but
Okay, so tell me about how that all ties into the Throttle Burst Bull. And
yeah. So
for those of you who don't want to learn more about Throttle Burst, you have to follow them on Instagram at the least. What's the Instagram handle again?
oh geez, that's a
At
good question.
I'll tell you, it's at
My
Throttle
son,
Burst something. It's
yeah, my son handles that. I know throttleburst.com. It'll have our bull on there, our
there
athletes
you
on
go.
there, all the bios, all that good stuff on throttleburst.com, which is really a lot of content. So from there, you can learn about our bull, which we went ahead and we've got a bucking bull. He's a young bull, and his name, we did name him Throttleburst. That is
Right.
his name, and he'll be ready to compete in about 8 months, and he's going to put on about 800 more pounds. But he is the offspring of the current two-time world champion riding solo. So he's got good bloodlines, very good bloodlines, and he shows a lot of potential. And you'll see that there's a video on our website. But a good looking young bull, and he'll be ready to compete in, like I said, another 8, 9, 10 months, somewhere around there. So we're excited about that.
So Throttle Burst Bull on Instagram and Throttle Burst Life for the brand as a whole. And like you said, throttleburst.com is the home for everything. So what's next for Throttle Burst?
So next for Throttle Burst is to continue to get exposure and continue to get distribution and points of distribution. Where we're kicking something around now where we're going to probably go partnering with some power sports stores here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, where we're looking to wholesale product to them, and they can sell it out of their retail locations, um, and potentially have some signings with our pro riders that live here in this area that will be at the in store and raise awareness for that store and also for Lightning Rod. So we're working on things like that. We're going to be calling on some major chains. I won't say who yet. I can't, but um, some major chains for major distribution. So we've got some big things that are coming down the chute. We've got flavors we're working on. We've got another flavor that we've got in the vault that's ready to go, and that's a black coffee flavor, which is really cool. This one's fruit punch. So we started off with fruit punch for our initial launch, but our coffee flavor is ready to go when the time is right for that. And yeah, so we're just going to continue to evolve and go in different directions, try to get more points of distribution, which we will, but we want to do it. We want to do it very grassroots. We want to grow organically. We don't want to run. We want to do it very methodically and just build that solid foundation. That's kind of what we're going for right now.
What about a powdered version? And what about expanding into other supplements?
So the big vision is going to be a fairly good portfolio of supplements. Um, the next natural step for us, besides adding flavors for this, would be a powder stick. You just rip that powder pack off and you can dump it in there. So that's the next thing we've started on. Um, so that's something that's going to be in the portfolio along with some other recovery drinks and stuff of that nature. They're going to be more tailored to what and more specific to what an athlete would want for recovery and certain things. So in time that'll grow, but right now, lightning rod, it's the energy shot, few more flavors out there, and then gain more points of distribution and grow from there. And then the portfolio, we will build the portfolio. It's just that'll take some time, but that's the big vision is have a nice portfolio of really good supplements.
Yes, absolutely love it. Throttleburst.com. Check it out. Try it out. You're going to love it. Nice, steady flow of energy with the focus. No crash, no jitters. It absolutely amazing stuff. Um, I'm sure, man, you're learning probably all types of stuff along the way here. But what do you throughout this whole process? If you could go back, what's one thing you wish you would have known um, when you started all this?
I think the I've been in distribution a long time. It's been my life, so I know that part of the game. Uh, I think one of the parts of the game that is new to me, was new to me, it's not anymore, is more of the manufacturing side. And you have to adapt to when you're an entrepreneur or you're starting businesses that you're maybe it's not in your wheelhouse. You have to adapt and you have to learn, continue to learn to be to be for success and to be efficient. So part of it was manufacturing for me and finding the right partner to manufacture the product and then learning of how long of a process that actually is from start in the lab with your formula to actually spitting out the first energy shot. That was a big learning curve, and that was probably around 9 months of learning. But I had a great partner with the lab, the company. It's a very large company that produces our lightning rod. Super nice guys located here in Dallas, DFW area, and they worked really hard with me. They believed in the product. I'm a small guy. We're a small customer coming in from from the beginning, and they were just willing to partner with us and say, "This is a great product. We want to partner with you, and we want to grow with you." So that was a good thing that came out of it. But again, it was just a manufacturing process on everything that has to happen on every step on sourcing your labels and sourcing your bottles and making sure it goes through all the FDA requirements. The lab and the manufacturer takes care of that. It goes through all those regulations. It all takes time, and I was on the impression that I could place an order and have my stuff in like 3 weeks and 4 weeks, and that's not the case. The
Yeah.
case is like it's a 14-week process, just from start to finish. After you've done all your homework, you've got your formula set, and you're saying it's a go, then it's this whole other process. So that was new to me that I didn't know, and I do now, but I didn't know then. So that was something that was new coming into this. And with any endeavor, for the most part, unless it's something you do every day from the get go, you're going to learn from it, and that's a good thing. Learning's a good thing. I like learning, and processes are processes. You need those to function in business. That's what makes your business efficient. So yeah, all that stuff together, the manufacturing is cool. It was cool stuff and opened my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't know on that side of the business.
Very interesting. Um, what we'll get some final thoughts here from you. But before that, what type of advice would you offer to someone who has an idea in their mind similar to this? What type of advice would you offer them to have success or to just to get started?
I think the main thing is whatever you've got to believe in your product. You've got to believe in that product. If you believe in that product, that's step one. Step two is for me is I wanted to have a product that helps people. and that can be many things. Okay, it helped in many ways. This particularly one is it helps with their lifestyle, their health, their workouts. It helps in many ways, but predominantly it's a really clean, good product that somebody can take, and it's healthy. It's not bad for them. So those are the two things: is believe in the product you've got, and then you can do this with conviction, and then you've got to have a product, I think, that helps people. If you have a product that helps people, it's a lot easier to I guess to sell, right? Move and move product if it's that way. And then the last thing I'd say is, like anything, it takes commitment. It takes commitment. You've got to, not, if it was easy, everybody'd be doing all kinds of stuff and they'd be successful at it. And it's not easy. But you got to stay committed and find the time to do it. It may take longer than you want, but you got to stay focused and committed, and you'll get to where you want to go. But again, it's not for the faint of heart. If you're an entrepreneur or starting your business, everybody thinks it's easy. They just, hey, I'm going to open the doors and people are going to come. That's not the way it works. Or we'd all be millionaires, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say believe in your product, a product that helps people, and stay committed to your goal. Stay committed to your vision. Stay committed to your passion and your dreams, and good things are going to happen. Dreams don't happen by themselves. You need to work for them.
Yes. Man, great advice. Um, and that reminds me of the old Zig Ziglar quote that I always say: stop selling and start helping. Stop selling and start helping, and it holds so true. I mean, you help folks out, and the success will come your way, more than you could imagine. The more folks you can help, the more success you will have. I love that you're doing that with your product. You know, I that kind of like I love that you're passionate about it, and it's also helping others. You see a lot of celebrities. It kind of irks me a little bit. A lot of celebrities get into the alcohol game, the alcohol business, right?
Right?
I get it. It's probably easy money, because it's an addictive drug that you can sell legally.
Sure.
But man, is that truly helping people out? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it brings some folks some pleasure, but it's not truly helping and benefiting their health or benefiting their way of life. So that I really respect you for doing something that is actually beneficial to folks.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at and what I've got, and I'm very very excited. And again, I believe in the product. It's a great product, and it's healthy, and it gets results no matter if you're at the gym or you're riding your bike, or if you're at the office for all day meetings or working the third shift, and you need a little boost to get you through the third shift. Or here's a good story. It's a true story. One of our supercross riders, actually two different ones. He has family in Arizona, and he was traveling from DFW to Arizona, and he drives straight through. And he called me, and this is prior to us launching this. And he said, "Hey, Danny, can I'm driving? Do you think I could get some product from you, four bottles?" I said, "Sure." I said, "I'll have to make it. My own brew. I'll have to make it." He said, "Yeah, that's fine." He's had it before. And I asked him, "What are you using it for?" And he goes, "I'm using it for I'm driving." He goes, "This stuff just keeps me going, and I feel great. I'm not amped up like some of the other shots out there. I'm not amped up, and this gets me from point A to point B, and it's like hours, just hours." So that's what I did for him. And another one just recently sent me a text and a video, and he had it on his dashboard. He's driving to California, and he same thing. He said, "Man, good thing I had my lightning rod, because this stuff got me from here to here, and I feel good." Right. So it's those are some other uses, is if you're driving long distances. So you can see the wide appeal and applications for the product. It's not just for the gym head, that's going to go there and get a good pump on and get a good workout. It's for anything. And if I have more time, I'll share a quick story with you.
Please do, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a one of my sisters, a little older than me, and she's a tiny thing. She's 4'9". She's tiny, and she does Pilates, and she keeps in pretty good shape, and she's got a busy lifestyle. And I sent her a couple of these not too long ago, a couple samples, and I said, give it a shot. And I told her, since you're so small, maybe you want to try half, just be on the safe side, try half. Not that it's bad, but so she texted me and she said, well, this was really, really good. And it gave me the energy I needed to get through the busy day I had today, which started with Pilates, right? And then she had a bunch of her other stuff going on. So that was half. And she goes, I'm going to take the other half tomorrow. So I said, okay, I forget about it. And I get another text, later in the afternoon the following day. And same thing. She said, this stuff really is good. It gave me energy all day. It was great. So again, this is just versatile and can be used for anybody, any application. So I just want to share that story. These are real life, experiences and feedback that we're getting, and testimonials that we're getting from people on the product. So yeah, I'm excited about the product, and I believe in it.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, thank you so much, Danny Mignault, man. Happy for you, proud of you, excited for you. Man, you
Thank you.
might have the magic elixir right here that really just could possibly explode,
Yeah,
onto the marketplace. So I'm excited to be, one of the first guys to just talk with you about it and just um, help spread the word about it. Super exciting. And thinking back, just I remember when you were telling me, hey, I got my own pre-workout, and so let me try some of that sometime. That sounds really good. Oh, I'm thinking about marketing it and bottling it, and sure enough, you stuck to your word, man. So kudos to you for that,
thank you.
for getting it to the finished product, because that is not easy and is not cheap either. I imagine. I know you spend a lot of money doing this, and hopefully that comes back to you many, many times over. So
Yep. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, Peter. I know you've been asking me for it for a long time, and I'm like, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. And finally, we got it to the finish line, and you tried it. And I remember the text you sent me. You just finished working out, and it was really cool. You were really excited and said, "Man, this stuff works. I got a
yeah.
great work." So thank you for that. Thank you for believing in us.
Yep, love to see it. So check out throttleburst.com for everything Throttle Burst, and you can order your lightning rods right there from throttleburst.com and stay up to date with all of their social media antics as well. Follow the motocross riders and the bull and whatever else they get into, because you guys are some crazy entrepreneurs, just hustling, baby, and I love it. I love to see it. So, any final closing thoughts, Danny?
I don't think so. I think, again, just for the guys out there and the gals out there that are looking to pursue a passion or a dream, just go ahead and go after it with everything you got, and conviction and commitment, and good things are going to happen. What I will say is, don't give up if it doesn't. I've had 3 or 4 different businesses I've launched, and I can tell you that not every one of them was a success. You're going to have failures, but you learn from those failures to make a better run at the next one. So don't get discouraged. You just got to get on the horse, back on the horse, and ride. And good things are going to happen. You just keep learning and keep learning, and good things are going to happen.
Love it. Absolutely. Yeah, the path to success is never a straight line. That
Mm-mm.
line is just a crooked ass line, man, getting you there. So as long as you hang on for the ride, hang on to that throttle burst bull, and you'll eventually have some success as well. So
Awesome. You got
all
it.
right, Danny. Well, thank you, Danny Mignault. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening to the Dream Huge podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, remember the rules: work hard, never give up, and dream huge. Now we can see the guns. Dream huge. Let's see the guns, Danny. Put them up
Yeah.
there. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. Throttleburst.com with Danny Mignault. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Peter. Take care, brother.